Sandman put him to sleep, of course. Yo, Sage, you a fucking beast for this one, man. Word. Sandman's head. Yo, tell all your pins. I send a bomb to your house from UPS. You be stressed, finish him, you be next. You can ask a motherfucker if the dude get fresh. Night boost academics, what I suggest. Feel the ground start to shake when I beat my chest. King Kong of this rap shit, that's no quest. Let's see who's next. Better have my checks. Always drinking hard liquor till my thirst is quenched. Smoke weed, drink yak, and have good sex. Holla at your boy or leave a text. Chicks used to leave red marks on my neck. Now they say what's good and give me your peck. Kinda throw your neck, you start to sweat. Cause you real fucking nervous when I'm on the set. FTU come through with them big tools. What the fuck you gon' do? Turn your brains to fondue. Semtex wired, whack rappers fired. Monkey flip you through a hole of a spare tire. Military attire for the empire. Head butcher with the mask of an umpire. Semtex wired, whack rappers fired. Monkey flip you through a hole of a spare tire. Military attire for the empire. Head butcher with the mask of an umpire. You're a vampire. Early. You would attack you when the niggas start to spaz out. Cross pad quack, a nigga will crash out. Got your bitch on the pole with a whole ass out. Gassing the glass and your nigga until I pass out. I'm claiming victory, dudes and living misery. That shit be killing me, plus they act finicky. I had a long day, so I got a bottle. Don't follow me, cause I'm not a role model. I don't know, maybe your mom should've swallowed. Lost my mind and rise, baby hollow. Broadcast paint with the ink on my page. You better get low when split Johnny Cage. When I spit flows sick like days. Smell like a bowl of shit. Cool beard. Whip off a banister. Trigger that a challenger. Triggered on the alcohol like Frank Gallagher. Some days you just wanna say fuck it. Going to work every day, don't love it. Conscious telling me, nigga, you bugging. But some days just wanna say fuck it. Some days just wanna say fuck it. Going to work every day, don't love it. Conscious telling me, nigga, you bugging. But some days just wanna say fuck it. I'm up on the wrong side of the bed. Cause my sissy bitch didn't give head. Punch the clock with that shit on the shoulder. Heart tones colder when I get older. Got no time, decline dumb shit. When I grind, it's a hit or a miss. War gone by, cause I am pissed. Sell drugs at work, take that risk. Purchase and then don't give me your lip. Not settling for bums dismissed. It's my money, so I gotta need it now. Put him under the earth, then leave town. Your bitch grabbing my balls, we bound. I'm the type of man she needs now. Fuck around and find out that's your punishment. Compromise your manhood for your publishing. Some days you just wanna say fuck it. Going to work every day, don't love it. Conscious telling me, nigga, you bugging. But some days just wanna say fuck it. Some days just wanna say fuck it. Going to work every day, don't love it. Conscious telling me, nigga, you bugging. But some days just wanna say fuck it. Fuck your worth, you can eat dirt. Strap on bombs and blow up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Tell me how I'm sounding to you. What's goody B? Council Roundtable sounding back in. Episode 308. Don't even hate. We took the old-fashioned rats to let you know what's happening. You already see, B. Roman Reigns is back. He returned. That's always good news. Seeing the OTC 1. OTC 1. I guess he's an airplane now or a jet. What is it like? I don't get. What's the reason for the number? Why 1? Let's call him the OTC. You know what I mean? Whatever. They trying to sell more T-shirts or whatever. I guess. And I heard they actually got a belt for him also. Like,
a Jeff Hardy style belt. Remember this dude Jeff Hardy had what's his name? The charismatic Enigma. No, not the charismatic Enigma. The Antichrist belt. I forgot the name of that shit. The charismatic Antichrist, whatever. Like one of Jeff Hardy's best characters that he played in TNA when he turned heel. Remember when this dude, Jeff Hardy faces on the belt, which I liked also. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people didn't like that belt. I like that belt. At the time, it was something different, and I was here for it. Blaze was goody, my guy. Shouts go out to my guy Blaze. He's definitely a day one. Oh, you already know. Say it loud for the people in the crowd. They got mad wax and plaques in their ear. You know what I'm saying? We the ones, and those motherfuckers are most certainly the bums. Yeah, B. 600. They are doing the most. Yeah, man. They got this damn debt. What was it $3 billion in debt? So they selling anything. I won't be surprised. They're gonna start having some of them females out there selling a little ass. Get them out of debt any way, by any means necessary. But I miss y'all, B. What's going on, man? You already know the vibes. Hit that quota, those 10 thumbs, and I'll open up the floodgates. We got a lot to talk about. Man. I think it was. With his face on it, yeah, I think that was around that price. Matter of fact, let's go to WWE.com and see what they're talking about with the OTC one belt. Let's see. Let's pull this up real quick. Okay, Roman Reigns belt. Oh, so okay, here we go. They got the damn, they didn't even give me a chance to finish typing it in. They already got the bundle right here. Showed us on a highly expensive Counciltron real quick. There you go, right there. The OTC one. You got the shirts. You got the gloves. Then you got this dude belt with the Ulafala. I guess the Ulafala design is right here. That should look a little bogus. I'm not gonna lie. Like, see, with Jeff Hardy's, it was more artistic to it when it came to his face being on the belt. Because you wouldn't even be able to, like, at first glance, you won't be able to notice, like, oh, that's this new Jeff Hardy face. You'd really have to really zoom in on it and really lock in and be like, oh, wow, that's Jeff Hardy face. Okay, I see where y'all going with that. But you said that's like what, 600? They doing the most. Dynasty, how you been, my dude? Not too bad. That Brave belt was like 1,200. Yeah, Blaze had 2 racks. Well, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling with inflation? That's about right. Yeah, that's the excuse. They're like, man, we all in debt. That's why I got that tip jar right down there, floating by in the ticker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all appreciate Appreciate the vibe. Appreciate what the kid got going on up over here. You know what I'm saying? It could be $100, it could be $10, it could be $1. Always appreciated. Much love to all y'all. Got those past episodes. This past Saturday, me and this dude Toph was up here 5+ hours covering AEW All In. Texas. Man. Long ass pay-per-view, but we definitely have fun. And of course, Anubis was tapping in, from time to time and chopping it up with us also. Ain't forget about you, my guy. We got a new champion. This dude Hangman slayed the dragon. And we was also mentioning during the stream, we was mentioning like, yo, man, it's like the Death Riders are starting to catch on, but it was already too late. It was already too late. They finally had a logo, even though they biting off a Dipset. Nonetheless, it still had a logo. And the theme. I think the theme was like the best part about their whole total package. I love their theme song. And, it just started to mesh, but it was already too late. They didn't have a plan. You could tell they had a plan A, but they didn't have a plan B. I was still sitting there saying, like, yo, this dude, what if Shane McMahon show up on Saturday? Well, this past Saturday, I was saying, like, yo, here we go. Shane could just show up right now. Because everybody was expecting him to show up from before, like, was it Wrestle Dream and all that shit? Or World's End? I thought Shane was going to show up at World's End, still no Shane. So I'm figuring, like, yo, this is a perfect opportunity. All In, AEW All In Texas. Nobody's not really thinking Shane's going to show up and then have him show up on Saturday, but, still ain't happen. And it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We definitely had our fair share of surprises. Congratulations to this dude, Hangman. I would have went with Ospreay slaying the dragon, but that's neither here nor there. Them dudes definitely had a good match against the Young Bums. And I'll always talk my shit about the Young Bums, and rightfully so, because them as, like, outside of the ring, they come off as some cornball bitch-made dudes. But when they get in that ring, they one of the best tag teams. I don't care what nobody says. People can sit there and say, oh, they do gymnastics, they're spot monkeys, and yada, yada, yada. They can even show you, they don't have to be spot monkeys. They can show you they'll sell or they'll tell a story in the match. And I really think most people that say the Young Bums or spot monkeys, whatever the case may be, they didn't really watch all of their material. They didn't watch all of their matches. I haven't even watched all their matches, and I know they're not spot monkeys. They can be. They definitely can be. But there's definitely times they'll switch it up on some versatile type shit. But nonetheless, that was a real fun match to watch. This dude, Ospreay and Swerve, I'm telling you, if they eventually end up winning some tag team gold down the line, I'm here for that also. You know what I'm saying? It just be those rare moments, those rare times. You have a makeshift tag team that they just work. You know what I'm saying? It's like when the dude that invented peanut butter bumped into the dude that made jelly. He was like, yo, what's going on, my dude? Da-da-da-da. Next thing you know, you got one of America's favorite sandwiches. That ain't even sound right. Pause. But you know what I mean. What's this XP about? What XP? We got three more thumbs, and then I'm opening up them floodgates. You know how I give it up. Give me them thumbs up. Hacksaw Jim Duggan style. Don't even play with it. We have Mo Lesser as president, and debt is skyrocketing. Good one. What's going on, Black Star? You know what I'm saying? Everybody saying, what's up to Black Star and the Chizat? Yeah, man. I only seen AEW All In its entirety. I've watched like the middle and the end of Saturday night's main event, and man, yo, I always talk shit about GoldBum, and like I always say, rightfully so. But they did him dirty with that shit. I'm here with Goldberg when it comes to him being mad about that. They did him dirty, yo. Because let's really be real. First of all, that match did not have to go, like 14, 15 minutes. Why? Triple H. Not every single match got to go 12 to 15 minutes. You notice that with Triple H? That's why you only be having like, what, 5 matches tops for a PLE. Everybody doesn't have to be fighting for like 15 fucking minutes. You can have a decent 8 minutes match. The fuck? Pissing me the fuck off. I'm just tired of Triple H, B. Because with Triple H, you always go 1 step forward and 2 steps back, 3 steps back. No fuck. Well, you got 77 so hold on. Give me a second. What? Hold on. Hold on. For Jelly Roll and Cardi B, they don't even charge that much when it comes to their shows combined. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Hold on. But yeah, like when it comes to this dude Goldberg, like I said, I'm not mad. He should feel away how he just cut off his speech like that. All right. Damn. I don't think is there a way to there's no way to zoom it in. I hope y'all can see that pretty clearly. Basically, wow. This gotta be cat. Section 1B. So that's like the front row. Seat 10. 16, close to 17 racks. And that's standard admission. Wow. But it's like, what is it? Like, no accommodations? That gotta come with some. Those are floor seats. You right up in the action. So it's like, do y'all pay for my damn hotel room? Because it's the whole weekend. Unbelievable. Unreal. And there's gonna be some people that's gonna buy, like, they rich friends. Yeah, they're gonna buy those. They're gonna get those tickets so they can be on their phones and be on Snapchat or Insta and record that, yo, we over here at SummerSlam, we here chilling with Cardi B, yada yada yada. Yeah, I ain't watch Evolution. I heard it was good though, and congrats to Naomi, of course. Naomi is officially on Raw now. And this motherfucker literally just threw her into the Lions Den First match on Raw, she got to be in a triple threat match. And it's like, damn, she can't have a one-on-one match. You already throwing her in the damn Lions Den, Pierce, with your punk ass Pierce. Yeah, man. It's like, damn, like, and then, and you know, it's like, the other thing is like, I'm just tired of seeing the same people go up against each other. How many times are we going to see Rhea go up against EO? How many times are we going to see Bailey go up against Lyra Valkyria? How many times are we going to see Braun Breaker go up against the same? And it's like, man, I'm just so sick. I'm over it. I try to turn off my mind and Raw, and you know it was decent because I turned my mind off. But it's like you look at the shit, you're like, yo, these are the same dudes that fight all the damn time. It's really not that different from when this dude Vince was running this shit. Rematch Mania Raw. Though Seth got hurt, it would have been 5. It would have been 5 out of 10 if Seth didn't get hurt. You haven't been watching? You haven't been watching the product Dynasty? You missed a little bit. Not too much, not nothing too crazy, but I don't know. It depends on when you start watching. Hitman is back to being the hate of the year. As he said, he would have cut the speech sooner. Hold on, he just reminded me, chill. Look at this shit right here. You got you right now. Hating ass Brett. Look at hating ass Brett right here. Screw you, Bill Goldberg. You screwed me and the World Championship Wrestling. Let's get to it, though. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? We got the titles up on the table. Got CM Punk going to SummerSlam. He's the one that won the gauntlet. We got Roman Reigns. He's back. GoldBum is pissed, and I ain't gonna lie, rightfully so. Talk about All In AEW. And talk about this past weekend of wrestling. There's mad titles to talk about. There's mad titles to get into. So come on with it. Appreciate everybody for being here. Pow! Right there. Pull up, pull up, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's better. I ain't gonna lie, like he probably be having nightmares about that every single night. About that damn chin music. And it's just so crazy because, you know, Brett always took pride in protecting his opponents. And for him to go out like how he went out is like, wow. It's crazy. It's like Bobby Heenan. Bobby Heenan, his voice was his meal ticket. And, you know, look how we lost him. It's crazy how life works. Nate Dogg.
Dude, man, Goldberg gave the referee a cracked rib. That was, oh my god. Yeah. This guy's killing people. That's
This
it.
dude, he's reckless.
It's a wrap. That's it. We start taking out refs. It's it.
I mean, like, I think it's the first time ever when the ref rib got cracked. Has this happened any other time?
No, that I know of.
Right.
Ugh.
So how you
Anyway,
feeling? What's going on?
so I'm hearing WWE is going to counterproduct Forbidden Door with NXT. Good luck, because if the fans saw All In and how great that was, you're just wasting your time ruining NXT. So there you go.
I think they got some new fans, man. I
Yeah.
really do think AEW got some new fans. They showed out. I don't know if you know about this dude Keith Lee, not the wrestler, but the food reviewer.
Yeah, I heard you was there. Yep.
Yeah. People pulled up, had a great time, and
I guess they got 5,000 walk-ups. They got up close to 30,000 fans at that show, so that's good.
yeah, man, it was a good show. Man, it was a good show, and
Yeah.
people pulling up. What's going on, TKO? Congrats on releasing that new album.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, man.
All right.
Did The Rock do something? Because John's here. Oh, boy.
Right. It gotta be. What did we do? What did we do, John?
No, nothing.
He's here to talk about Edge, I bet you.
No, I'm gonna go Bret Hart and say, hey, TKO Terrence. Use the Bret Hart terminology of addressing somebody. Hey, Christopher Epps, Toph.
Oh, that's funny.
It said his whole government. Yikes.
Nah, congrats on the album, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah,
No.
dude, definitely.
Yeah.
Dewey didn't do anything this week to piss me off, surprisingly.
That's good. That's good.
What's good, Ballet? Appreciate you for always being here. So yeah, man, where y'all want to go? Roman Reigns returning. We got CM Punk and SummerSlam. We got GoldBum cracking referees' ribs. Come on with it.
When the rain picked up.
Where do we begin?
It's a lot. It's like a whole
There's
entree.
a lot, yeah.
Well, first to go off of what Nate said, they are doing Forbidden Door. NXT is doing the same shows Forbidden Door August 24th.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good idea.
At 6:30.
Yeah.
Oh, they're pulling like the Nitro maneuver a little bit early.
Is Forbidden Door at night?
What's the TNA?
Oh, no, it might be in the afternoon because isn't it in England?
It's in London.
Forbidden Door's in Toronto.
Oh,
Hold
Canada.
on, wait. Slow down.
That's
What's
right.
a TNA event? What's a TNA?
It's not a TNA event. It's NXT.
I mean NXT. Excuse me. What's an NXT event?
It's called Heat. It's called Heat Wave.
Heat Wave.
Okay,
So
Heat Wave.
ECW's ideas.
Heat Wave. They had Heat Wave for like a couple of years now.
Yeah, that's an old
ECW.
Yeah, Nate's right. That's an old ECW pay-per-view name.
Yeah.
So, Omega's here.
Toph. Somebody check up on Omega B. He might be crying in the car.
Oh God.
Well, he had a great match with this dude, B. Him and Okada. It was a really good match.
Yep.
Great chemistry. This dude Okada's he's a savage. You see how he was stepping on his stomach like he was grinding a cigarette on the concrete.
Did you see the ticket prices? The one I sent you?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up again. Let me pull it up again.
Was that floor seats for 16,000? Jesus.
Yeah, floor seats for the whole weekend. But it's like I'm saying, like, isn't it a package deal or something like that? Like, do we get a hotel room paid for, breakfast, transportation? You can't just.
I just know it's a combo for both nights. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if hotels are involved.
It's actually to the VIP experience. You get like early access. I think you get access to go in the ring. There's a meet and greet. There's a lot.
It says standard though. It don't say VIP. It says standard admission.
Yeah. That's probably, is that a resale site or is that Ticketmaster?
What's the one where I know they have like.
I wish I could zoom it in. Hold on, I'm trying to zoom it in.
I think it's Ticketmaster.
Okay. What's the one called for football when you're in a special room and they serve you food and stuff?
Oh yeah, like a suite. Yeah, VIP suite. Yeah.
Skybox. Sweet.
Skybox.
Yeah.
Those
Okay,
cards
we
were
got-
dope back in the 90s.
oh,
Yeah.
shit. Hold on, wait. Okay, let me X this one out because it zoomed in on the other one. Hold on, wait.
I mean, skyboxes were kind of worth it because they might be 50 grand, but you can have like 25 people, so you're putting like 2,000
Yeah,
in each.
yeah, I
So it's
don't.
not bad.
Yeah,
See, it's
you
not
can
gonna
load
zoom
them
in.
up.
It's not gonna zoom in on this actual screen right here, which is fucking weird.
Yeah.
But it basically it costs close to 17 grand.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that might be the experienced one.
Oh, there'll be some experience at the hotel.
Nah, Tammy Sitch is still in jail.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let her stay.
Oh God.
Cloudy days for her.
GWO members in the building. What's going on to the GWO? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Anubis was goody. Yeah, man. Me and this dude Toph, we was here for 5 hours, 5+ hours, close
I
to
saw
6
that.
hours.
Damn.
You've been here 5 hours. You go now.
You've been going
Man,
on. Don't pay.
You
she
don't
Take
was
my
pay
a
bill.
extra.
man.
You ate 42 egg roll.
42 echo. Yeah, man. Fucking CM Punk. He won the damn gauntlet match on last night or whatever. And it's like two things I want to say about that gauntlet match. You know, when it comes to Penta and LA Knight, it's like, damn, where do they go now? Especially Penta. It's like every time you beef with these dudes, you lose.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing with Penta? And you know, damn. LA Knight, what's next for LA Knight? Does he go back to SmackDown? It's like, why is he still having matches on Raw? It's not even, it wasn't even.
He's the one guy who's gonna have a problem here because Penta has that ability. You could put Penta in just about anything. You could put him you could put him in a main event match like they did a couple weeks ago with Rollins, and it works and it makes sense. You could put him and don't laugh at what I'm going to say, but there's a point to it. You could put him at the center before Gable got hurt of this El Grande Americano feud, and it works. Guys like Penta will never really have problems, but a guy like Knight, who we've been at this almost 2 years already, 3 years almost with him. You've got to make a decision with him one way
Yeah,
or another. I mean,
it's like,
and
what are they
now
doing? You know?
I think what hurts Knight the most is does anyone else find it odd we have not gotten an official word on the Rollins injury yet? When something's bad,
That's
and
why
I'm not,
people's contemplating it might be a swerve. Like he might just pull up out of
yeah,
nowhere
like,
and
Yeah.
surprise everybody at SummerSlam.
yeah, like, listen, when things are bad, confirmed, torn,
Actually,
whatever.
since you brought that up, I didn't want to say anything. OG, back in the day, I don't know if anybody remembers, there's a show in Canada called The Law, live audio wrestling. Used to listen to it all the time.
Yes.
Back in school. John Pollock, OG friend of mine, he actually said on Thursday
I know what you're
that
talking about.
Rollins was going to get a fake injury. This was before SmackDown. He said on
Yeah.
Thursday that he was told that there was going to be an injury angle. I haven't heard from John in a long time. I used to talk to him on Facebook back when I was in school. He's one of the few guys back then that was pretty reliable. Him, Mike Johnson, and I just thought that was kind of strange that he reported the injury before the show even happened. But I didn't say anything yesterday because I was like, okay, let's just see where it goes, I guess.
I
But
saw
just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, and Alvarez kind of put a spin on it saying that the knee's not the injury, that there's something else, and he's got to get cleaned up. And they did the knee, so they'll tell you like whatever 4 to 6 weeks, but then he'll be back much sooner. And I'm kind of buying into that I'm kind of buying into it because think about it. Whenever somebody's gotten hurt, and it's going to be a long absence outside of the Adam Cole situation from this weekend. You know, the MRI came back, the ACL, the MCL, the patella, whatever is destroyed. They're going to need surgery, blah, 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 yada, 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 da, 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 all that stuff.
Right.
That has not come out with Rollins.
The only
Right.
thing that
And
I
it's
thought
been,
was strange, like
and
I'm sure
they
he
hold on,
tweeted.
give me 1 second. And they normally will come out with that shit like what did now, like within the
We
very
don't-
next day. They
We
said
would
he
have
was
known
in the
last
leg
night.
cast. They said his
Yeah.
leg was in the cast when they seen him, but it's like,
No,
these
it's in a
normally hear about the
brace.
or it's in a brace.
Yeah,
It's in
Okay.
a brace.
Yeah.
That's the difference,
all
dude.
I was gonna say was, like you said earlier, we went 5 hours because we did a live stream for All In from beginning to end, and the show finished, and then it went into Saturday Night Main Event. So we had just finished the stream, and I went and got some water. I had my TV on Saturday Night Main Event, so I tuned in to see the quote unquote Seth injury. And what I thought was kind of strange was I think something probably did happen, but I don't think it was as severe as people may think. Because when Knight hit his finish, Seth didn't sell the move. He just took a flat bump. So if you can find the clip on YouTube,
Yeah.
when he hit the BFT, normally when someone takes the BFT, they do like a somersault, they over rotate like a DDT type of sell. When Seth took the BFT, he just took it flat, like didn't sell or anything.
But Chris,
And
remember something. If you're injured or you're trying to portray that you're injured, you're not
yeah.
going to take that bump the way you would normally take it.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, of course.
Yeah.
You need it to look like, hey, wait a minute, something's wrong. That's why, him flapping down, and I know what you're talking about, him flapping down, of course he's going to do that, whether he was injured or not, or this is a cover up, because he's got to make it look 100% real.
Of course.
My whole point in all this is, and this is a detail, and it makes me wonder because Hunter went out of his way Sunday night at the Evolution press conference to mention Raw just happened. I mean, what are the odds? Raw just happens to be in Birmingham. Yes, last night. I mean, that's where you go. No. Listen to me for a minute. That's where you go. That's where these athletes go when they're hurt. It used to be Dr. James Andrews. Now there's another doctor with the name starts with a D. I forget what it is. What are the odds? Rollins, quote unquote, gets a knee injury Saturday night, and they just happen to be in Birmingham yesterday. Okay,
So
he
that's a
would have went
conspiracy.
through.
That's a
He
conspiracy
would have
theory
went
right there.
through.
He
He
just
Yeah.
goes
would
to
have
the
went
medical
through
facility.
testing. Right, but hear me out even deeper for a minute. He would have went through the regular testing yesterday, an MRI. He would have went. That's why when Al was saying, "Oh, it's 4 to 6 months," I was like, "Where the hell did you get this?" And
He posted a source. It was from
yeah,
some random people that was in
some
the
random
car.
dude in his car with his girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
my best friend's cousin's sister's boyfriend knows a guy who slept with a girl whose uncle is the manager at a Friendlies where this guy goes to eat. Trust me, bro. But
You
my
know
whole
this.
point was,
You know a guy who knows a guy, right?
Yeah.
right?
Dude,
The
cue up unsolved mystery music. My
you're gonna
God.
tell no,
Jesus.
but
Handy
you're gonna
guy, what's
tell
going
me,
on? What's going on, Handy guy? What's going on? Ballet appreciate that. Yeah, them steak tacos and the damn the taco salad was gracious. Appreciate it.
but just to close to my point, they just happened to be in Birmingham yesterday. Even if that's how it just dumb luck worked out, the fact that there was no announcement, and trust me, if he was really going to be out for a long extended period of time,
Yeah.
they would be coming up with a plan for what to do with the money in the bank. I feel like Heyman saying, well, he has a year, which is true. If you go back to the concept of money in the bank, you
I hope
have
they don't wait that long, though. That's the thing.
no,
Like,
but you know
I hope
what?
we're not doing that.
No, but if he
That'll
was
be
I
legitimately
ridiculous.
got a
hurt,
question, guys. I got a question because I legitimately don't remember this. When Mr. Kennedy was hurt back then, how
yes,
bad did they think it was? Because
they
they
thought it
stripped
was.
him.
They
Yeah, because
thought it was a
they was out of
complete.
his shit. Like when it comes to him, he's a different case. They just didn't
Oh, that
like
was
him.
before they
No,
soured on him,
no,
though. They
no.
still
Hang
liked
on,
him,
hang on.
right?
No. They thought it was a complete. I believe it was a complete bicep tear, and they thought he was going to be out like 9 months.
Oh,
And the plan was always, regardless, even before Taker got hurt, the plan was they were going to do that Taker Batista rematch in the cage on SmackDown. That was always the plan. And if you remember, Kennedy, when he won it, announced, I'm cashing in next year at WrestleMania. It would have been WrestleMania 24. He said that when he won. So everyone was kind of like, all right, well, we don't have to worry about him. The plan was for him to do what Edge did. Like Henry was going to come out and destroy Taker, and then Kennedy was going to come out and cash in. Kind of like, ha, 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 I tricked you all, I got you. The problem was Kennedy got misdiagnosed, and I think Kennedy lost the briefcase in late April or early May. And the problem is he was back by like June or July, and it was like, wait, you stripped him for that?
I'm
And you
telling
notice
you,
he never got back in the world title picture again after that.
No.
I'm telling because I'm glad you brought it up, TKO, because anybody else, yeah, they get injured, but they'll be like, you know what, we'll give you another shot, have you back in the main event picture. But with him, they was like, nah.
Yeah, but you're forgetting the other thing that
They was really
happened.
soured on him from jump.
Orton.
No.
Now the Orton incident came
The
afterwards.
Orton thing. That's all I
Came
remember.
afterwards.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, but remember when he came back into connection with all of that? He came back, then the Benoit shit happened, and then they were gonna go with him as Vince's son,
Vince's
and
son,
then
yeah.
and then he popped.
The only thing about Kennedy that I always found weird, and I've talked about it here before, I vividly remember when he went to TNA, he cut a promo where he alluded to having heat for chewing gum in his promos.
Mm-hmm.
And that confused me because Triple H chewed gum all the fucking time.
All the time,
All
yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of wrestlers
That's what I was
today,
saying. Like
and
they were
both
soured on
companies
him from before.
Right,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of wrestlers today, like in WWE, AEW, that chew gum, and well, AEW is one thing, but there's a lot of wrestlers in like Dominic Mysterio. He chews gum every single time he's on TV. So I remember Adam Cole used to chew gum. So that tells me that they had something against him, and they were just looking for a reason. That's how I always thought.
Yeah.
Perfect did it. Mr. Perfect used to do it. That was a skit.
Right, that was his gimmick.
Yep.
He
Little
used to
gimmick.
throw it at you.
Flip the towel over his shoulder, spit the gum.
I knew I wasn't tripping Anubis. Right. Refs don't normally get hurt. That's what I'm saying. Is that the first case of some cracked ribs on a ref?
The infamous promo where Triple H was like, "You're damn right it was me, Sean." He spat out his gum.
He put up that sinister smile. He was like,
Yep. He spat it out, then he smiled, the camera zoomed in. I got that on VHS.
By the way, can I say something real quick? The way Sean was so clueless about the technology, even then back in 2002, is what I've turned into now. At 48, I have no clue how to do anything.
You know, it's a funny thing. Like you seen this dude Triple H. Like it's like, yo, come on. Like the screen made it look a little pixelated. But who was built like Triple H at that time? Like Michaels. You don't see that Triple H?
You know what it was? I'll tell you what it was. No one, and you got to remember, it's 2002. You had a little bit of the internet. You still had the hotlines and, the actual dirt sheets. But there was no clear-cut clarity that Sean was going to wrestle. There was some rumblings here and there, maybe. You didn't know what was going to happen. And, so for them to pull the trigger on the angle, it became clear, like once they did it, and once it was like, it was you, Hunter, it was like, all right, this shit's happening. And
you're damn right it was me.
Yep. My doctors say I should make a full recovery by, I don't know, say SummerSlam. And it was like, oh shit, this is on.
That was great storytelling.
I was at that show. I'm telling you, that was so good.
The story was great.
Good. Yep.
The story was great. The match hit too. The match was great. I'm like, Jesus, man.
How you think he sold that sledgehammer spot his spine. Maybe he cracked
Yep.
him in the lower spine with the sledgehammer. How he
Well,
sold that?
again, they did that because they weren't sure. Is it a one-off or can he do more? And the whole key was going to be, I think he was going to go for some testing like a month after. And if everything was good and he felt good, then he was going to do one more. Then he was going to do
But how you
another.
think he sold that? How you think he sold that
Oh, he
shot? I
sold
don't
it
think.
like death. He
Yeah,
sold it like
because I don't think Triple H
death.
did that to anybody else before. Like he cracked him
No.
right in the lower
But
spine.
he had to
That's
because they didn't know what was gonna come of it. They didn't
also
know.
to me. Also to
Also,
me,
to me,
that's a
that's
lot
a
of
lot of
trust.
trust.
It's mad
It's
loud
not
coming
loud
from your
coming
head,
from your
Nate.
head, Nate.
Oh shoot! I think I got another box open. Hold on.
No worries. Go ahead, TKO.
I was just gonna say that's a lot of trust that Sean had in Triple H to even do this spot.
Definitely.
Honestly,
Oh yeah, Sean wasn't letting anybody do it. I mean, anything that was going to be, especially if you notice early on during that comeback in '02. Other than the fact when he super kicked Brock and that go home Raw, if you really think about it, anything physically, it was all him and Hunter because he needed to know who he was gonna be in with and who he could trust. And listen, we could say a million and one things about Hunter, whatever, but when it came to Sean, Hunter always, especially early in those matches in the second half of '02, Hunter took care of Sean and made sure, like, remember that infamous, I know we look at it as a goof, but Hunter is making the security guys bring him back to the ring when Sean's going to do that dive over the
Yeah.
ropes on that Raw.
Hmm.
yeah.
Not everybody would have done that. I'm not saying people would have left Sean out to dry on purpose to get hurt, but Hunter went out of his way in '02 to protect Sean because they really didn't know what they had with him back then.
Yeah, like when it comes to them, they always had great chemistry. So I'm not surprised about that.
I always
They always had
enjoyed
great
their
chemistry. Yeah.
I always enjoyed their rivalry. Honestly,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But my dude Blaze is throwing tomatoes at GoldBum. Like, look, I'm here for Goldberg when it comes to the instance. Like, it's like, yo, damn, y'all could have let this dude get his speech off. Like, it's supposed to be his retirement speech. I get it. He had his Hall of Fame speech. Cool, but it's like he's in Atlanta, family and friends out there. He want to cut a quick little promo and show his gratitude. And then Bret Hart was like, nope. And just
Nope.
flipped off the switch.
Fuck Goldberg.
Supposedly, the the Rollins thing again, legit or not, supposedly it threw NBC for a loop with the production
Well,
and the
be that as it
timing.
may, I'll say this: these motherfuckers did not have to go 15 minutes. Gold
That was
bum
the
and
yeah, but I'll tell you what, match wise, that was everything that match should have been. That
nah,
match,
I won't go that far. I would say
I
it
will. Oh,
wasn't
dude,
as
totally,
offensive.
dude,
I
totally,
would
dude.
hold
It
on,
was
wait,
the
wait, wait, wait,
greatest
wait, wait,
hits.
wait, hold on.
Okay,
I won't say it was offensive. It was okay, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't make this dude Gunther look ridiculous, but it's like 15 minutes. Come on, my dude. Like, that match could have been 8 minutes
They
tops.
had nothing else, man. They had to improv. They had nothing else. Because
yeah,
when
They
they
that
could have
had
had
injury
to
Gold. They could
happened,
have
also.
finished it off. That would have left 4 minutes for Goldberg's speech.
Yeah,
well,
but
they didn't think that far.
look at what that match was. It was, and it was three stories in one. It was the knee, which played a factor when he hit the jackhammer. It was a little bit of a Goldberg offensive to give Atlanta something to maybe make you think, holy shoot, are they actually going to go with Goldberg winning? And then it was the finish. And what made the finish so good, he hit the jackhammer, and he probably hit his best jackhammer since like 2004 on Gunther Saturday
You
night.
know what? You're right. Like the jackhammer actually wasn't bad.
But what he
I'm
did
surprised he
was,
actually did it.
yeah, and you know what the best part was? He he did it. And think about the way you land with the jackhammer. You land on your knee. He grabbed the knee for a couple of seconds before he went to pin Gunther.
Yeah.
And that's what gave Gunther, because you want to protect the jackhammer,
Yeah,
especially in his last match.
Gunther was scared to death. He was scared. I'm like, I
you know
know,
what?
Gunther, you really about to get pinned. If this dude knee wasn't ankle, whatever it is, wasn't fucking with him, this dude was about to get packed
But
up
that
on
was a great.
Saturday.
But that was a great part of the story. Was
You guys
the
are missing the
knee,
most important part. That we saw
like
the Cat and Doug Dillinger. That's all that matters.
yes.
Yeah.
Doug Dillinger was a
I'm
great.
just yo. That's what I was like. Yo, look at my dude. Look at this dude. My dude. Chucky Pancamo from Oz. I'm like, what
Chuck
the fuck?
Zito.
Chucky Pancamo came from?
Chuck Zito. That's Goldberg's like best friend. Chuck
Yeah.
Get
Zito's
out of
like
here! I never knew that.
Yeah, Chuck Zito's like literally like Goldberg's like best friend. Like
Yeah,
Goldberg's a
Chucky
big
the
motorcycle
Enforcer.
dude. Yeah. But no, I thought the match was good for what it was and who was involved. And you know what? Part of it goes to the credit of Gunther for listen, I don't know the number off the top of my head, how many matches Goldberg has had in this like comeback run. Okay. I don't know how many it is. But Gunther, to his credit, got the best match Goldberg had since this, this handful of matches, one a year, whatever it was. Gunther, to his credit, and that's a credit to how good Gunther is and how they were able to lay that match out. And I think that match was everything it needed to be. It was Gunther. It was a tease of, oh my God, can Goldberg take it back to 98? And then it was
I
the
didn't get that
finish.
tease.
I did. When he hit I'll be honest with you, when he hit the spear, I was like, holy shit, they're going to do it.
He did.
Jarvis said, we about to get raided. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
What's going on, Jared? RB was happening. Hold on, let me see what Black Saul's talking about. Peter Alonso scores the first run in the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah, 6-0.
Okay.
Jeez.
What RB talking about? I don't know about y'all. Of course, CM Punk seeing blood money. I'm telling you, that just sound like a rapper's name nowadays.
CM Blood Money, good lord.
CM Blood Money on the gang.
That sounds like something Birdman would name somebody on Cash Money Records.
Put respect on my name.
Good lord.
Yeah, B. So, got my guy over here, TKO, man. How you feeling, man? Got Afro and Beats. Is it R and Beats, Afro and Beats? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to misquote the album. What's the name of it?
It's called Afro NB. It's
Afro and B.
Yeah, it's R&B songs on Afro beats.
I'm telling you, like the track I like, the two tracks I like is the one was a Down for You track. Basically, it's like I guess you it's like an old towards Ashanti and all that, because I remember Ashanti did that similar track, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing for the rule, baby.
Which is literally it was literally my favorite Ja Rule track, but yeah.
That and the na 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 na.
Yeah, that was. I kid you not, that song was actually a freestyle in my room when I was just making that. Honestly, and it just happened to work. Most of my best songs actually start out with just me like playing with different melodies.
Word. Like if y'all into when it comes to me, like if y'all like cruise music, like say like y'all on a cruise, that's definitely an album for you. Like I can definitely hear them playing something like that on a cruise. You on your way to an island somewhere. I think that's where that music fits.
Hey, I got a funny segue for you guys. Y'all know about the Ja Rule Fast and Furious story? Okay, remember how he was in the first movie, right? The little cameo.
I do.
Monica, remember that?
I know.
Yep.
Wait,
right,
I know.
Right.
I know the story. If you're about to say what I think you are, I think I know where this is going.
So here's something other people don't know. So Ja Rule was in the first Fast and Furious movie. He was actually supposed to be a reoccurring character.
Yeah.
What's his name? He's passed away.
I think I know what you're talking about.
John Singleton. John Singleton, that was his
Yeah.
name, the director.
Yeah.
John Singleton was Ja Rule's agent. And when they were done filming Fast and Furious, I think the second one was called Too Fast, Too Furious, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was called. Yeah, Too
Yep.
Fast. Right. John Singleton tried to contact Ja Rule, but Ja Rule ghosted him. And so since they couldn't get in contact with Ja Rule, it got to Ludacris instead. And it stuck. And Ludacris has been a character in the franchise ever since. But
wait. So Ludacris's character was supposed to be Ja Rule?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know what.
I don't think that would have worked.
I don't know what sounds crazy.
Here's the best part, though. Ja Rule ghosted John Singleton's call. And for a long time, we never got an explanation for why did he ghost John Singleton until Ja Rule revealed it last year. The reason why John Singleton, or rather the reason why Ja Rule didn't answer John Singleton's call is when he made the call, Ja Rule was trying to pick up a copy of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Nice.
Well, I don't blame him. Here Come the Pain was my favorite game.
Good.
Here Come the Pain was my favorite game, but
yeah, it
worked out though.
And the roster in that shit was crazy. You had Brock, you had Chris Benoit, you had Big Show, you had of course Kane Undertaker, you had
everybody.
Word.
You even had Prime Randy Orton and Prime Batista. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, right? Yeah, yeah. That Evolution. Yeah, Evolution.
Were
Randy
they? I thought
they were in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought like Randy Orton was like the blue tights rookie version of it.
He was.
He just joined Evolution like not too long ago, right after that game came out. He's like right before that game came out, he just joined Evolution.
You know what? Speaking of old WWE games, you know, I'm surprised I never knew this. Benoit was supposed to be on the cover of SmackDown vs. Raw, 2008. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Blaze
I heard that.
Penta needs to tag with his brother. Give me 1 second, my dude.
Yeah.
Penta needs to tag with his brother and get the titles. Knight needs to beat Cena. I don't care what the Cena plan is at this point. You already know what the Cena plan is. This dude, Cody, is going to beat him at SummerSlam, and this dude, Cena's going to apologize. When it comes to Penta and his brother, might as well. Because where the fuck is his brother at? He's not even on TV no more.
Phoenix is in a new tag team.
Oh yeah, well Andrade. I'm bugging Andrade. Yeah, you're right.
Right. Yeah. I wanted to piggyback and confirm what John just said. I actually worked at GameStop at the time, and I was at GameStop for like 3.5 years. And the entire time I was at GameStop, only 2 games ever got mass recalled, and that was one of them. It was Raw versus SmackDown 2008. I remember coming to work one day, and we were supposed to get a new shipment of Xbox 360 games and PS3 games, and then we were told that to not expect the shipment, and we were given no explanation. If you go down the rabbit hole, you can actually find some hidden code of unused Benoit files in that game. If you know how to mod your console and stuff, you can actually unlock it. I think the idea was they still treated the ECW brand seriously. I think it was supposed to be Cena,
Undertaker and Benoit. Yeah,
I think that was the cover.
Yeah,
and then it was. I think they changed Benoit.
They switched it to Bobby Lashley. Yeah,
that's their last year's ECW champion.
Yep. Yeah,
and that's when they integrated the ECW. Like they made it like the cross branding. You know what I'm saying? Yep. When it came to Raw, SmackDown, ECW.
This is my opinion.
And they brought back all the ECW legends.
This is my opinion. I always felt this way. I think Vince gave up on ECW, but not in the way that you think. I think that when he brought back ECW, I think that he really did like have big plans for it, and he really did want to make it a big deal. But what happened through no fault of his own, and I know people don't like it when Vince gets the benefit of the doubt, every single person that he planned to focus the brand on, something happened. Like first, it was RVD. Then he got in trouble with the weed and the drugs and shit. So then it was like, okay, we're gonna go with Kurt. But then Kurt left and went to TNA. And then he was like, okay, we're gonna go with Benoit. He's established. He's got the WWE name. He was in ECW. We're gonna go with him. And then the tragedy happened. After that, I think Vince was like, fuck it. And he just stopped caring. I always thought that. Because when they first started it, they treated the ECW title legitimately like it was a world title. But then by like 2008, which was like right after the Benoit thing, they just stopped mentioning it as a world title. You stopped seeing ECW
Vince made him
Raw and SmackDown.
Bro,
and he just
Vince
gave
made
up.
himself the ECW champion.
I know.
Right. He didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Do-rag.
King Leo, what it do though?
Just put
He didn't give
bacon
a
on
fuck
the
about
cover.
that shit. Like, let's really be real. When it came to ECW or WCW, anything outside of WWF or E, he didn't look at them like, oh, y'all legitimate. We don't see eye to eye. You
I
beneath me.
disagree with that. I disagree with that because you know what? Listen, looking back on everything, you could say what you want about Vince. But when Vince was working with various talents in the past Austin Rock, I'm talking like, for him to decide to work with Lashley, that said a lot about what they thought about Lashley and what Lashley could be. Because
Yeah, but Lashley's not an ECW guy.
Yeah, but you know what? The plan was crawl before you could walk. Because something happened on SmackDown. I think him and Michael Hayes got into it. So they're like, all right, we'll put him on ECW. Because if you notice, originally, he went from ECW, then he went to Raw. And he actually had a match with Cena that was really, really good in the summer of 07.
That's when he's the number one contender for the WWE Championship. I remember.
Yeah. He had a really good match with Cena.
And you want to hear something else that's crazy, though? They ended up releasing him after that.
Yeah, not too long after that. Yep.
Yeah, something happened with Crystal Marshall.
That he had beef. He had a beef with this dude Ken Kennedy. Well, Mr. Kennedy. They had one match. Next thing you know, he got released.
I heard that he never got along with Michael Hayes, and that Hayes
that's what I
like fuck him. Like, did he come back? Did he come back from cross seas yet? Did he come back to America? He got low real quick when he snatched up when he was about to snatch up Vince McMahon. He was like, "Well, time to go."
Don't worry.
I know how the story ends. And I'm not gonna be here for it.
Michael Hayes is living off that UWF $1 million contract money still, so don't worry about
it.
Of course he is.
Can you blame him? He's set for life.
He's set for life.
He ain't got no choice.
Doc Hendricks.
So stupid.
He was probably telling them chicks his name was Dick Hendricks. Well, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, God.
Cock Hendricks, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man.
So you guys ready? Are you guys ready for some more tit jokes tomorrow night? Because apparently Tony Storm is going to have a championship victory celebration tomorrow night.
I mean, hey, I wonder what's next for her. Unless they're gonna run back her and Mercedes.
If her and Mercedes Moné tongue kiss, they might as well just tongue kiss tomorrow. Her and Mercedes Moné. They keep with all this foreplay and shit. Like,
I just want to say that Thunder is a good tag team name. It really is.
Thunder Tits, yeah, Thunder Tits.
Oh my God!
Like, Tony Storm is a freak.
Paige,
is her and Juice Robinson still married?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. By the way,
dude, he looked weird, Juice. Holy crap, I didn't recognize.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I was like, what the hell?
Over there.
Him cutting off his mustache in bed, I'm not here for that. Like, I think the bed fit his character very well.
Yep.
Him cutting that shit off, I'm not here for that. He looks weird.
Yep.
It's weird that everybody has like different preferences because I remember when Jay White was in New Japan and he had like a very clean look and people just couldn't get into him. But then when he grew out the goatee and the beard, it worked. And all of a sudden, he started getting pushed, and then he won the title. It's weird. It's like some people the goatee works, and some people the clean look works.
But for Juice, with his character, like he's supposed to be so wild and out of control.
Right.
You
Yeah.
need a beard. You can't be clean shaven,
Well, he
nice and
actually
neat.
had that look in New Japan, but he had dreads, with kind of wild, crazy, like
Yeah, he
kind of the
did.
same
Yeah.
kind of
Okay, but he
dreads
had
that.
Because that's how he was
something.
at NXT. You're right.
He
He was like
had
that
Yeah,
at
yeah,
NXT.
something. He
yeah.
doesn't
Now
have
he
it
doesn't
now.
have the dreads either. He's just
He
like
looks
clean
like
shaven and like.
2013 Bo Dallas. I was waiting for him to tell me to believe the other night. Like,
Holy.
I believe he
I
probably said
mean,
he probably says that to Tony. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
I
Chibo
believe it.
Levi.
I believe in that ass. Shit.
yeah.
Juice just wants
Say its name and
a
it'll
second
appear.
woman in bed. That's what.
Well, he winning in life, so hey.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
And I think AEW had acquired some new fans. They just gotta continue on with that momentum. You know what I'm
The key
saying?
is
Well,
Like,
tomorrow. The key is tomorrow night. It's
well, the
yeah,
always
six
it's
man
yeah.
tag. Well,
it's
the
always
six
having
man
follow
tag
up.
might.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Well, the six man tag. I know it's a. But it don't look like they're done with Mox and Hangman yet, because
No, but you
Oh,
know
nah, he's gonna
what?
look. He'll be looking for revenge. So
You know
that's why
what
they're not
though?
done yet. They want
Let
well,
them
revenge.
sell. Let them sell the brutality of that for a week, and make them both. You know how they play the whole so and so's not medically cleared by Doc Samson. Have
Yeah.
both of
yeah,
them not be cleared for a week
yeah,
and
well,
sell it. You know
yeah,
what I'm
well,
saying?
Yeah.
yeah.
The
You would
Rock's good
think
at
that would
selling.
happen, but
Whoa.
the Rock's good at set. The only thing
Yeah,
the
the
Rock,
ambulance. Remember the
the only
NWO
thing the
for life
Rock is
ambulance
good.
attack?
The only thing that the Rock is good at selling is Rhino's gore. That was
Oh
it.
no. Oh, the
Yo,
Austin
speaking
Stunners
of
too.
Rhino, speaking of Rhino's at NWA now.
What the hell?
Rhino, Rhino is
Rhino's been
everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah.
That
NWA
dude is
still
Yeah,
a
he's at
around?
drift.
NWA.
That dude's a
Jesus.
drifter.
He's a number one contender for the NWA championship.
What do
Is
they do?
he
Give out hot
really?
dogs and sodas to
Wait,
get
Oh
fans
my
huh?
in there?
God, he's gonna
Wait,
NWA?
beat
who?
Latimer,
Wait, hold
isn't he?
on. Wait, hold on. Who's the NWA champion? Is it still
Thomas
Bram?
Yeah, it's
Latimer.
still Bram. It's
Yeah,
still
Bram.
Bram.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh Lord.
Remember
He
Bram
actually,
signed a long-term extension with TNA Wrestling?
he actually, if you look at him now, he actually looks like Triple H in '99. That's what he looks
Nah,
like.
he a little cut up. You know what I'm saying? Like a bag of dope. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Do they still have their
look like he's been
show?
working in the gym.
Yeah,
Oh
but
man.
Do they
I
still have the
mean,
NWA Power Show, whatever, or no?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
on
they do?
Roku.
There,
I think it's on
Oh,
there's
Roku
some,
now. Roku
there's some
TV.
new guy down there. He looks good. Pause. His name is Mondo. His whole gimmick is "Where's Mondo?"
Yeah,
He's like,
that's a dude from Spirit Squad.
yeah,
oh, gee.
really? That's
Mike
Yeah,
him?
that's him.
Mondo?
That's a dude. I think his name was Mikey
Is
from
that
Spirit
Mikey.
Squad.
Mike
Oh my
Mondo
god.
Wow.
still around?
Mike
Yeah,
Mondo. Wow.
he
Oh
looks like
my
a beast
God.
now.
Well, he looks great.
I did not even recognize him. That's
Yeah, that's
wild.
him. Yep, that's Mikey.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I saw a clip.
It's
Marky
a G
D did an
squad.
AWA review today actually, and he was like the most over guy on the show, and he was like, just put the belt on him, push Mondo, and I was like, yeah, he's got the loudest pop of anybody. Take that wherever you want.
So Black Sauce standing 10 toes on Seth Rollins. He said, and if I'm right, I don't want to hear a word from any of you. I'm keeping quiet for now, but it is 6 to 8 months, which makes it around Mania to cash in. And
There
I'm
we
right,
go.
not a word. Thank you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
my dude, it's like you really want Seth Rollins to be off TV for that long? That's horrible booking.
I think it would have been out if it was that long. I think it's either an angle like the guy John Pollock said, or maybe he tweaked something, and you know what? Maybe it's more like a 4 to 6 week thing where he wouldn't make SummerSlam, or but I'm not fine. We would have known if it was going to be this long.
I
This six,
I
Yeah,
believe he tweaked
exactly. They
something.
definitely would have stripped
I
him from
believe he
stripped him of the briefcase. Let's really be real.
yeah, I believe he tweaked something and it was just a minor sprain, and they may exaggerate it, because it's wrestling, you exaggerate everything. So,
Or they probably just worked it into the story. Like they did the MRI. It was like, you know what? He alright, but let's let's work it into the story.
Perfect example. Yesterday with my arm. I did my MRI yesterday. My original thing happened. I'm looking at 8 to 12 weeks. But you know what? I'm already 3 weeks in because this happened a couple weeks ago. I finally just went to my doctor yesterday. But it's weeks. It's not months. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I think. Toast's right. I think that's what happened with Rollins. I think there might have been a fear that he did. Remember when he did that? Who was it? Against Jinder? Remember he tweaked his knee versus Jinder?
I remember. Yep, I do.
He missed the Royal Rumble.
We was live for that. Actually, we was live for that.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, and the whole thing was they swore he was. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's gonna miss Mania. He's gonna miss this. He's gonna miss that.
That was the worst heart. That was the worst heart attack I ever had.
But he, but it wasn't a full blowout.
Yeah,
it was good. See flu, and I appreciate the thumbs up, man. We are just kicking that quota in his fucking balls. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, B.
Jesus,
keep bringing them thumbs up, Hacksaw Jim Duggan style.
Oh,
love it. Oh, what's good, C Flu? Blaze told about that match between Triple H and HBK, saying that sledgehammer was rubber. I don't know, man. Because remember from before, every time he would strike you with the sledgehammer, he always banged that shit on the steps to show like, this shit for real. I'm about to kill you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I liked with Triple H when he used the sledgehammer. Like, I'm gonna hit this shit against steel so you know it's real.
Right.
I'm about to put your ass in the hospital.
You guys ever seen that one Family Guy joke? I think I mentioned it before. The one where the Griffins are about to drown, and Peter's like, "Before I die, I just want you guys to know I did not care for the Godfather," and they just they jump him. And
he's not lying. I never understood the appeal of the Godfather either. Like I really
the part
tried.
that I remember the most was when he was like, Jesus. "It insists upon itself, Lois. It insists upon itself." Like that's such a very odd, particular thing to point out. That's how I feel about the Shawn Michaels Triple H feud. It insists upon itself.
Really,
all their matches were good matches, but it got to a point where I was just like, "Okay, we get it. It's a blood feud. You don't like it."
Like, you know what?
To me, they told their story in that first. I remember they had a match. I think it was like at Bad Blood, and I swear to God,
Hell in a Cell match.
I swear to God, they had a Hell in a Cell match that went like 1 hour and 5 minutes, and even teenage me was like, "Jesus fucking Christ, this match does not need to be that long." I remember they had like
the finale.
I think the time.
Really think about it, it was the finale of 2 years.
I think the official time of that match was about 47 or 48 minutes, but yeah.
I bring that up because Triple H sometimes I feel like that insisting upon itself, you can see it leak into other feuds today. When right before Black and Gold died, I remember Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly having a match on a takeover. And I swear it went 35 minutes. And I was like, this shit does not need to go 35 minutes. No, it does not. I remember Gargano and Andrade had one match that went I think it was 31 minutes. I'm just like, this does not need to be 31 minutes. What do you do?
That's Triple formula.
But I think there was a reason that Gargano Andrade match went as far as it did, because nobody knew how good Andrade was as a champion.
Showcase for Andrade.
And Triple H is big on showcases. Yeah, he is.
Special,
that
you
have
did Triple H and
4
Roman
matches
go
on a 2-hour
27 minutes? Why did Triple H and Roman go 27? Triple H and Rollins, that awful match they had at WrestleMania 33, that shit went 32 minutes. I remember.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Triple H got to learn. It's not every single match got to be that long. Going back to the whole Goldberg and Gunther match. It's like they didn't have to go no 15 fucking minutes.
I thought Goldberg I thought they hit it on. I thought they hit the sweet spot. I will stand on that.
Whoa!
It's not.
I
It's
ain't gonna
not like it
lie.
was 15 minutes.
Sweet spot.
It's not like it was 15 minutes of just Gunther wearing him down, because it's like, why does Gunther need 15 minutes to wear him down? And it wasn't like Goldberg was trying to pull out like the acai armbar that he used like once on a Nitro in like '98. It told its story in layers, and dude, I will respectfully disagree and argue with you on that. I thought it was good for what it was. Plus, it gave him a good send off. Like, that's what it was. I had no problem with Saturday night.
No, I'm not saying I had a big issue with it. I'm just saying like it would have gave him some extra time to speak his piece in Atlanta. That's my main.
He got the time. It just wasn't all televised, and I think it's because they were in a little bit of a flux.
It wasn't televised, and it wasn't on the network. They cut it off on both, on the network and NBC.
That's what I said. I said he got his time in ring to give his speech. It just wasn't televised because.
Oh, I thought you meant on NBC. Okay, I thought you meant on.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think because NBC was scrambling, because I heard they lost about 6 minutes on Rollins' night. That's what I heard. I heard 6 minutes.
They should have called the audible.
Said it to you guys. I even said it to you guys Saturday night. It was like 9:55 after Goldberg tapped out, and I was like, "Holy shit! Did they just go off the air?"
And that's the last thing I'll say on the Rollins thing. That's why I believe it was a legitimate spring, because if it was a work, then why would you fuck over NBC like that? Doesn't make sense.
You can't do that. You can't.
Yeah, I think it was a sprain, and they're just over exaggerating it, and they didn't want to take any chances.
Either that, or you know what's possible too, Chris. You got to remember, it's a Saturday night. You're not getting an MRI done at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. They may not have known. I think once they got into Birmingham, like I said, the fact that they just happened to be in Birmingham yesterday, I think they were able to get the MRI done because they were there already. It's not like he had to travel out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they were in California and it was like, all right, Saturday night's main event was in Oakland, Raw's in San Francisco. Shit, we got to get Rollins to Birmingham. We'll fly him out Monday. He'll get the MRI on Tuesday. You were already going to Birmingham. And that's what I think where we would have known yesterday. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it's one of those things I really don't think I am. I think we would have known yesterday. And I think the fact that nothing, what's up?
Like, don't you think that these dudes, like, when it comes to, so like if they have an injury during the match, you don't think they have like an MRI on the fly somewhere, like, so like not there at the actual arena, but they could take them somewhere to get a MRI instantly?
It depends on the
within that same.
It depends. Some hospitals after a certain time won't do it. I mean, I know.
But you don't think they got special treatment when it comes to like a top star in WWE?
I
couldn't tell you. But
let's interrupt.
But hang on.
Just a little minor report here. Nothing really new to add, but there's some out. This is actually earlier today, so nothing really new. But there's some different people that are saying that on Saturday, apparently Cole was prepared to announce a retirement, but was talked out of it.
Yeah.
So, I'm sad. I'm sad when it comes to Cole, because it's like it just wasn't his fault. All this is really not his fault. All this what he's going through is not his fault. It really fucking sucks.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate. I don't, I've seen some people trying to make it an AEW versus WWE thing. Oh, if he would have stayed, you don't know that. Like,
oh my god,
especially.
It did have me thinking though.
It does have you thinking what?
Because it's like, because remember, Vince wanted him to be a manager.
Yeah,
I thought of it. I'm not saying Vince was right.
There's nothing to think about,
right,
bro.
But it makes you think.
There's nothing to think about. Just look at. If you have to ask yourself that, like, I'm not even trying to be a dick. Look at everybody else from his era, from NXT, and look at their placement in WWE now. That tells you what if. Where's Dunn? Where's Gargano? Where's Ciampa? They're just bodies on the card. They're not doing anything. That's
Yeah,
what would
but
have happened if he would have stayed.
I know. Say what you will. I know. Listen, we didn't know in 2021 that Hunter was going to take over. I'm telling you, Hunter would have done right by him. They're
I don't know,
guys.
man.
That
They're
motherfucker
guys.
don't know. He don't know what the
Hunter
hell
looked
he's
at
doing.
Cole. Hunter looked at Cole the way he looks at Owens and Zayn, and to a
That would have been.
degree,
That would have. I'm gonna tell you this, John. That would have
I
been a
don't think,
credible
man.
talk.
I'll say this. I don't think this dude had much to do with NXT Black and Gold. I think that was mainly either A Train, Regal,
A-Train, all them.
or collectively, or Ryan Ward, all of them collectively, and this dude Triple H just put a stamp on it. Cause ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way. This is the same dude that booked Black and Gold that's booking this shit right now. It's impossible. It's like night and fucking
I told
day.
you, bro. He didn't book shit back then. He was just the poster boy for it.
He really exposed himself. That's why I was like, wait, hold up. This can't be the same Triple H from Black and Gold. What the fuck is this? Not even an inkling. I get it. The roster's more vast, but he's not even using a vast roster.
John and I used to talk about that all the time. He was just the poster boy. Every time they signed somebody new, he took a picture with them to make people think it was him.
and it
but
wasn't
it was never
even
him.
Well, see that I always with you about.
I cringe. I cringe when I see that shit. It's like, geez, Louise.
No, another thing too. Another thing too. And I miss Black and Gold NXT. Black and Gold NXT was great, but one of the criticisms that Black and Gold NXT got, and see, here's the thing. See, the main roster was just so bad at the time that a lot of fans, they just didn't care about this criticism because they just wanted something else. If you go back and watch those Black and Gold days of NXT, most of the episodes were just formulaic. Nothing of note really happened. It was the takeovers that people loved to watch.
Right.
It was
Everything
the takeovers
was whoa. Nah, like you can't say that. Like when it comes to
I can't say that, bro.
No,
that
hold on, wait, slow down.
Okay.
I'm saying this. Yeah, of course, takeovers killed it, but there was definitely lead ups towards the takeovers. You can't just sit there and say,
no, he's
Joe.
right, but he's right. Name me an episode of Black and Gold NXT on the network where something overly dramatic happened. It didn't.
The reason I was mentioning
what you mean? I'll name one. Remember when this dude Ricochet was beefing with the Velveteen Dream and he flipped over the top rope?
Yeah. Well, see, the reason why
I can name you a few. What?
Yeah, but,
Are you serious?
no. Hang on a second. No, I'm gonna pick this apart. No fucking way. Okay,
I'm gonna pick that apart.
I am. Listen, the spot was cool. Yes, the spot was hella cool. But what Chris is saying is give me a major storyline moment that happened on an episode of Black and Gold NXT
and
on the
I'm
network.
gonna tell you another one. What's his name? Who is he? What Nikki Cross is saying? I know.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I know.
Yeah, see, there's a handful of them. Yeah, there's a handful.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But
come on, don't do that to me. Don't do that. I know.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
the reveal was cool.
There was a handful of them, Sam.
Right,
the reason why I was
for the
mentioning
most
that
part
is
is
because
right.
people are saying that like Triple H's booking is very conservative and barely anything happens on traditional TV. And to that, I say he always booked that way. Black and Gold NXT was the same way because 90% of the important stuff that happened on Black and Gold was at the takeovers, not on TV. But there were some things that happened.
And hang on.
No, it's not, man.
Hang on a second.
That's why the takeovers. That's why the takeovers are so good because it was a payoff to how they. Now, granted, hold on. Now, granted, yeah, you have your matches, like throwaway matches, and I mentioned that from before a couple of shows ago. I'm like, yeah, half the time, yeah, you have no exhibition matches or whatever, but like other half, you definitely have storyline driven matches. Or the exhibition matches turns into stories. I used to watch this shit religiously every single week.
Can I get on this too?
Go ahead, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
What about the night that Ciampa beat Black and won the NXT title, and the fans just raided the ring with trash because he was a so over heel?
Look at that. I think that happened on a regular episode.
It did happen on a regular episode. That's why it was crazy. Because
that falls into what Toph said, a handful, which is fine. You're right. It was.
Y'all just want to be wrong and strong.
No, because every debut was on a takeover, never on TV.
Yeah, but you didn't say that though.
You
didn't say that though.
They were in a takeover. No, that's what I'm saying. If you were to ask a regular fan, okay, that's watching modern day wrestling, if you were to get them to reminisce about NXT, 90% of them are going to talk about Takeover. They're not going to talk about a regular episode of Black and Gold.
And
there was only one debut that was on a regular episode of NXT. Samoa Joe.
No, Joe debuted at Takeover.
No, yeah. I remember Joe debuted on the night on NXT. You know how I know that? Because it was the night that Kevin Owens won the NXT title.
And that was Takeover.
Yeah, that was before they.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it then, so I don't know about that.
That was a takeover. That was like the third takeover. It was the takeover where Owens beat Zayn, and then he destroyed Zayn. And what you call it? Joe showed up after, but that was a takeover.
I know why he got confused. That was because that was when they were doing takeovers in Full Sail. But then as the brand got bigger, they went on the road.
And that right there, I'm glad you said that, Chris. That right there was the other issue we've talked about for years. When you're doing your stuff in front of the same people every 3 to 4 weeks, you're not getting a true gauge of what is working and what isn't working. It's the same problem Impact had for all those years. When it's the same crowd, you can't tell. And that's why when some of these acts went up to the main roster, they went over like a fart in a church because you didn't have the same 250 people going nuts for Adam Rose.
I used to
you know
get
other thing
like
too?
arguments.
You know the other thing also? It was this dude Vince was on a sink or swim type ish. You know what I'm saying? This dude Vince, he will bring him up with no type of video packages, nothing.
Yeah, Vince never paid attention to NXT. So they kind of
threw him out there. Yeah.
So but this is why this goes back to what I said a few episodes ago. NXT had a lot more freedom than the main roster because Vince wasn't paying attention to it.
Yeah, I used to John's point about like performing in front of the same people. I remember this vividly, and I've mentioned it a couple of times. I used to get into like very passionate debates, and it's obviously now like you can say whatever about hindsight now, but I don't give a fuck, dude. Like Enzo and Cass were like the most over tag team in WWE like since the fucking New Age Outlaws.
Definitely,
it was so fucking over. And I remember getting into debates with people.
They ever win the tag titles?
Nope.
No, they never did. But I used to get into arguments and debates because
I think they won NXT belts, right? They won NXT.
No, they never won the tag titles. They never won.
Never.
Nope.
Jesus.
No.
That's
right.
Wild.
The reason why I was mentioning this is because I remember getting into arguments with people on social media because nothing against them. The Vaudevillains were the tag team champions, and I would be on different forums and threads, and I would just say like, dude, how the fuck are the Vaudevillains the tag team champions and Enzo and Cass are not? And then some people be like, well, they're so over. They don't need to be tag team champions. I'm just
I hate when a motherfucker
I hate that argument so much.
It just sounds so stupid.
I hate that argument so much.
You use that argument after.
If they're the most over tag team, they should be the champions. That's how it works.
I'll let y'all talk. Let me talk.
Okay, go ahead.
I always hate that argument when motherfuckers say, he's already too over. He don't need this or she don't need the belt. And it's like, no, you use that argument after they had a run. After they have a run, that's when you be like, okay, they good now. You know what I'm saying? They don't really need the belt right now.
Yep.
These motherfuckers were like with Bray Wyatt. When Bray Wyatt had lost the belt and to GoldBum. Oh, he don't need that belt. Oh, like, come on.
Oh God! Don't even get me that shit.
God love Bray, and may he forever rest in eternal peace.
Of course.
Bray did everything in his power to make that make sense, and it still didn't work. Like, I remember right after he lost, they must have just landed from Saudi, and like Bray sent out a tweet, obviously in character, like, "Oh, you were never my purpose. You were never my goal. So I allowed you to be taken from me because now I have my mission." And like, it was like, dude, all right,
You're
at least you're
putting,
trying to make the
bro.
best of it. Like,
Bro. You put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig, dude. Like, what are we doing?
Imagine him wrestling in that damn mask. Wasn't it like what 110 degrees? He's
Yeah.
wrestling. Oh my god!
I remember joking about this with John back then. The worst part about the Goldberg thing, that was legitimately the last thing that happened before COVID made everything go to hell. Like that's the last thing
the
I
wrestling
remember.
guys is over it. He's like, you know what? Everybody go sit down somewhere.
I remember
I'm
Goldberg
over it.
I remember Goldberg squashed the Fiend. Next thing you know, shut down. That was it.
Shut
That's the
down.
last
He
thing
was
I
over it.
remember.
That was it.
Y'all
The
did
wrestling
it.
guys was not here for it.
And that was the intensified argument. They do it for Roman. And then COVID said, fuck this. Y'all did that to get Goldberg versus Roman, and y'all still didn't get it.
Oh man.
You ain't never lie. But yeah, B, you already know, B. Let's talk about some dynamite. I know my dude TKO got that card on deck
What card?
for dynamite.
I saw the Matt one match. That's all I saw.
Only
I mean,
one.
aside from the Tony Storm segment and a Hangman segment, they got a 6-man tag.
Mhm.
It's the Death Riders versus Hobbs, Hangman, and Mark Briscoe.
Marky Mark.
Wait,
Marky Mark.
what? What we said? Mark Briscoe's going to be with the ops.
Mark Briscoe's teaming with Hangman and Hobbs to fight.
Oh, this is
Wheeler. He had to fight Claudio, Wheeler, and Mox.
Yeah, I wanted to. I did a post the other day. I wanted to give Mox his flowers. I thought that match he had with Hangman was the best match of his career. He finally kind of put everything together. It was bloody and it was violent, like the usual Mox stuff. But his attitude and his mannerisms were on another level in that match. Every time Hangman answered the 10 count, he got like his body language and his mannerisms got more. He got more panicked, more aggressive. His facial expressions were on another level. The spot at the very end where Hangman hanged him over the rope, and like when you go through, a real life tragedy, they always say the 5 stages of grief. Like when he was hung over, first he was panicked, then he looked like, okay, I gotta get out of this. Then he was like looking, like he was looking for like the other members of the Death Riders, realizing they weren't there. Then it's like, okay, I'm gonna power out of it by myself. Then he realized, oh shit, I can't get out of it. Then there's that look of like, wait a minute, what if I actually like lose? Shit. Then he really started to panic, and then his scholar was like, is this it? Is this it? And then like he tapped out, and then the referee like freaked out when he tapped out. It reminded me like when Luger tapped out Hogan. Like,
oh my god,
people say AEW doesn't tell stories. Like, watch that match. Like, that's the shit argument. That's probably like the best match I've ever seen.
Luger's the champion. Luger's the champion. Luger won the title. Crazy.
Oh,
that's the same arena where he fucking beat Yokozuna in a count out, and then he fucking wins a world title. That's crazy.
See, John had dropped down.
Yes.
Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, Auburn Palace. Yeah.
They told a lot of stories with this match. They also closed the chapter with Hangman and Swerve in a way with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And remember, they had that sit down. What was it on Collision or Dynamite? They had that sit down.
Collision.
It was on Collision, but it was good though.
It was good. Hey, you know me, I always give credit when it's due. You know what I mean? I consider myself being fair when it comes to wrestling shows. I do give credit when it's due. And man, I ain't gonna lie, like damn, All In was just the whole show was just really fucking good. I'm not surprised about that. I'm really not. But at the same time, I am. I don't know. It's like a weird feeling. Pause.
There's nothing to say. Like when you watch a really good show There really isn't anything. It's like when you watch a really good movie. It's like, it's hard to describe a good movie because it's good.
Yeah, because like they put on good pay-per-views, but this is like one of their best pay-per-views with like minimum build.
You just gotta hope that they continue the momentum. That's all.
Yes, that's all I ask. That's all I ask. And so far, I don't know if they're going in the right direction because you got this dude, Mark Briscoe, having a match against the Death Riders, and it's like, but I thought you was beefing with the Hurt Syndicate. Like, so always forget about that.
It's Tony Khan. You get the Jekyll and Hyde, the great pay-per-views, and then TV is questionable,
Yeah, exactly. Like this dude, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. This dude Helmsley, he be like, man, look, I did a good PLE, now leave me alone.
Yeah. But you got to think about it. They're against the ropes. They have to put on a good show on pay-per-view because people are still paying $50, $60 for it. So
$19,000 for one ticket.
Yeah.
$19,000 for what? SummerSlam? Jesus.
Summer scam.
Yeah.
Summer scam.
Was it $15,000?
$17,000.
Wait, is that the standard price or a special
standard? Seat? Yeah, it's not even VIP, nothing. It's the regular ticket.
Probably a resale. Yeah, for like, Jesus.
Oh, God.
And it's like you don't even go backstage and say, hey, what's going on to the fans? Can I come to catering? I heard y'all motherfuckers food be busting in the catering. Y'all got
you pay if I was paying that much
and ravioli.
If I was paying that much, you better get travel, hotel, food, meet and greet, everything.
That ass though, transportation.
Dude, that's like half of people's salary. Some people for half a year.
Autograph merch.
All year.
It sucks because it sucks. This shit is right around my area. Like I could have easily hit that up, but
I'm gonna get my own security shirts and walk in for free.
Dead ass ballet. Fuck that. Nights what? And I'm just gonna sit there for the whole weekend. Y'all no other accommodations.
Nah. I think another reason why All In was so good, even the predictions that most of us got wrong, nobody was really mad at. Like, okay, Okada beat Kenny. Not mad at it.
I did not think Okada was winning. That was the only thing I didn't
know. Win either way. Yeah. That's what's so good. All the matches either way. No one sided.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because that sets up Okada to catch and that's money. And then it's like, okay, like the Adam Cole shit, that was unfortunate, but all right, it's gonna be Kyle's time.
But hold on. Let's slow down with it. Remember, I was telling you guys in the group chat, I was saying that it's time for this dude Takeshita to get jumped out of the Callis family and turn to a face because we all love Takeshita. People don't want to boo Takeshita. I think Takeshita is definitely a upper mid carder, a great upper mid carder when it comes to being a face. He could be.
I think Takeshita benefited from the Don Callis family hard. Now everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
But
he go his own way.
But I
think they're already planting seeds.
Him versus Okada is gonna be money for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They've already planted seeds because Takeshita told him, like on the Go Home show, that the alliance was temporary. Then
I remember that.
Then Okada beat Kenny. Then at the scrum, Callis was with Okada, and Callis was saying stuff like, Okada's the best Japanese wrestler. He's the best Japanese wrestler in the world today. Like, okay, wait a minute, you're low key saying that he's better than Takeshita. So I can, basically the story that they're gonna do is, Kyle's like
a jealousy angle.
Right.
But check this out. They may run the risk of running two angles like that. Because I was thinking that they was gonna do the same thing with the Hurt Syndicate. Like basically when it comes to this dude, MJF, MJF he won the casino gauntlet match, and they already sowed the seeds when it comes to this dude MVP bigging up MJF a lot. Remember, and this dude Shelton Benjamin had the side eye. Like
they could just do something. They could just do something like, what if MJF tries to cash in and then he just turns on the syndicate?
Nah, but cash in. Okay,
Well,
cash
no,
in to get
he's
the
gonna
B.
use the syndicate. He's
To get
gonna
the
use
triple
the
B?
syndicate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's say he uses the syndicate and wins the title. Then he can just turn on them right there.
Yep.
My thing is, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'll try my best not to go there with it, but since you guys is here, I gotta ask you guys: why didn't he just go through the Owen in the first place instead of going through all of this?
because MJF's character is lazy. He doesn't want to put in the work.
But he just did. He just went through the whole Casino Battle Royal gauntlet.
Yeah, but he took a nap
Yeah,
during that.
no.
match.
You're not thinking about it, Sam. Man, he won one match to get
one
a title
match
shot.
instead of like 3 or 4. Yeah,
Right.
But there's
He
a
wants
whole
to
bunch
get-
of it was a whole bunch of people in that match.
It's still one match.
Still one match.
still one match. Yeah,
Right. His
I
whole
guess.
character is basically work smarter, not harder. He
Yeah.
wants to get the results by doing the least amount of work possible.
You want to
That's
work 4
the
days a
character.
week or just one? That's it. There we
Right.
go. Just one.
And
So
And
it is.
now that you said that shit, Nate, he was in the cut taking a nap.
Yeah, he was.
having-
He was in the corner. He's taking his spots.
See
Right.
how easily we make sense of
He
this.
learned from Roman in the Royal Rumble. Taking naps.
Right.
Now,
Yeah,
the
well-
funny shit was when these dudes pulled up with West Side Gun, and this dude was dancing with the contract and all that shit, and like they just
Oh,
looked like
yeah.
stars. All of them, they all look like stars. West Side Gun, my dude Smoke Dizzle, all of them.
Boy,
Oh, yeah.
boy, this was a huge. This was a big fucking. What's the word I'm looking for? A fumble for Vince right here. Like, you telling me you couldn't make
And
the hurt?
Triple H.
Yeah,
Triple H too, but mostly Vince because he broke them up first. But you telling me you couldn't have did the shit with the Hurt Business when you had them on your payroll?
they look like stars in that
Nah, bro.
entrance. It looks so
I
legit.
You're being nice, man. I gotta give Triple H the L too. Yeah, Vince broke him up, but Triple H had the power to put him back together, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." And then to make matters worse, to anybody that still wants to give him the benefit of the doubt, you had the titles and the Street Profits, and you didn't give them a single PLE defense, and you put it on the Wyatts. They're like ice cold. No one gives a fuck about them at all. Like,
But remember, I was saying that shit from before. Let's really be real. From before, all this shit was happening, and he was on this bullshit. I was saying like, yo, these dudes would have been called this dude Paul Levesque racist if he was a manager at Costco's. But since he's a fucking wrestler or whatever the case may be, he's in WWE. He gets a pass for his fuck shit. No, it don't work like that.
I would have loved.
He be moving hella fucking oppy.
I find it kind of weird that they give the titles to Street Profits the minute they release Lashley.
yeah. Well, it's like you said on the last show. It's like you said on the last show. The initial red flag should have been that all he had for Lashley was, "Hey, just come out at Mania and just wave with a fucking trophy, and that's it."
Yeah.
At the time, people gave it the benefit of the doubt because they're just like, "Well, it's Mania season. He got lost in the shuffle." But looking back in hindsight, that should have been a red flag to let us know what kind of time he was on. Now it makes sense.
He's from New Hampshire, Triple H. I'm gonna look it up there, see if they had the clan up there. I'll get some background for next episode.
Oh God!
What? Whole goofball.
Dude, he used to make fun of like Indian workers in New York with DX and shit. I was like, this fucking guy.
Oh yeah, but what I was saying earlier was that even the predictions that most of us got wrong, we weren't mad at. Like we mentioned the Okada thing, and then we all thought like, all right, it's going to be Kyle Fletcher's time. But then Dustin won, and at first I was like, why? And then Sandman broke it down, and Sandman was like, well, number one, it was to give Texas a moment. Number two, it was to give Dustin a moment, and number three, the part that I really didn't think of was AEW does treat their legends better. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. That's true. They do treat their legends better.
Dustin has, and you know what? Dustin hasn't really is one of those guys that hasn't really been taking opportunity from other people. Like he's realistic and have people get over. So
you glitching a little bit, my dude.
Also, too,
My bad.
the Cowboys can't win the Super Bowl, so at least the Texans won a championship, So there you go.
You see that sound, right?
Yeah, with Hangman. I was laughing. Damn.
Oh man.
And
That was cool.
not only that, Tove, you also got to remember also he signed that new contract for like what 6
Yeah,
years?
5 years. Yeah,
So,
5 years.
Yeah.
So they're
He's gonna
gonna,
he's gonna
get their
retire
investment.
there. Yeah, he's gonna retire there for sure.
Might as well. He's a triple champion. Fuck that.
I mean, I don't know if they're probably not going to give him the world title, but this is just as good.
That's great. He would
same
never
title
reach those heights in WWE. He would never be. He never hold 3 belts in WWE
at all. And he just won the same title that his brother held, so he's good.
Only belt he hold in WWE is to hold up his pants. That's about it.
Exactly. I think this dude,
Either way,
I think Blaze has said, he finished his story too. I'm like, yeah, there you go. He finished his story too.
Yeah.
Either way, he's still losing to Kyle. It's just really a prediction of how long does he have the title. But I'm not mad at it at all.
I don't think he's gonna have a long reign with that belt, but yeah,
yeah, he doesn't have to. He's gonna do the privilege. He's gonna give the privilege to this dude, Kyle Fletcher.
Speaking of Fletcher, that's where I was gonna say Kyle Fletcher. That's the guy that fucking took out Cole. That power bomb off on the apron. That gave him a fucking concussion. Holy shit!
I still think it's something else internal too, because
but that move.
Yeah, he's been suffering. He's been suffering with concussions for a minute, ever since NXT. So that's why I was like, why did y'all let him take that bump in the first place, knowing his history of concussions?
And he lost his dentist.
I was thinking also because Kyle's a heel, it works for him. He can also say, I prepared for a match of Adam Cole, not against 3 people, so that's his way of, getting a title rematch or whatever.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be the one to take it off of Dustin for sure.
I think the biggest shock of the night, I wasn't shocked, but a lot of other people were. But the biggest shock of the night for most people was Tony beating Mercedes. That seemed to shock a lot of people. But even more shocking, Athena won the Battle Royale. So now she's guaranteed to get more TV time. So that's interesting.
That's why I was shocked that Tony Storm won. Because I figured since Athena won, what's her name? Mercedes was gonna win the championship and have Athena slay the dragon. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to spin the block on Mercedes Moné cheating to advance in the Owen Hart Cup. It's like they try to make us forget this shit. It's like, no, I'm not forgetting that. Like, she cheated.
It's still run it back if Athena's the one to take the belt from Tony.
Yeah. She got to be the heel. That's the only thing.
Nah, Mercedes Moné, remember they had the first round match. And that's how Mercedes Moné beat Athena. She held on her tights.
Yeah, but they could still run it back if Athena wins the title. It could be, and if anything, it could be a bigger story. It could be a bigger story for it.
But this is why I say what I say. Like, okay, now you have Mercedes Moné, the unstoppable force, and you have Athena slay the dragon. You know what I mean? Like Tony Storm, she doesn't gain anything. She didn't gain anything from beating Mercedes Moné. She really hasn't.
She does, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it benefits Mercedes more to chase the belt. Because think about it, she's a belt collector. But all these belts don't matter if I can't win the one I really want. This is the one belt that eludes me.
That's true.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with it.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But now it's time for her to start defending the other belts. Now we gotta remember that she got mad belts to defend. She's just she's not just letting them just sit there and collect dust.
Yeah.
So now, really, the question really is they're either going to go 2 directions now for Mercedes. Number one, the losing streak angle, where she lost the big one. It's going to hurt her confidence, and now systematically she's going to start losing these other titles one by one by one. Or option 2, we get a run back and get another rematch. I don't think we're going to see her challenge for the title again for a while. Tony beat her definitively, so they're definitely going to wrestle again. But I think that might be it for this year.
Maybe, but it's not going to hurt Mercedes at all.
Yeah. I like how Mercedes was very happy for Naomi winning the title, though. She was that was good. Posting, so that was cool.
Naomi, she's amazing. B, forget about it. I just don't like how they just threw her right into the damn Lions Den. First match, triple threat match. Like, damn, she can have a singles match.
Well, yeah, I went off. I went off when it happened. See, to me, like that, like number one, like I'm happy she won. She deserves it. But like, I'm sorry, like the shit makes no sense because she had the story with Bianca and Jade, and they basically just threw away the best woman story they have just for a cheap pop. That's all it was. Like it made no sense for her to cash in on during a match between Io and Rhea. Like I know she had Money in the Bank, but that shit had nothing to do with her. Like she had a story with Bianca and Jade. You could have milked that till Mania next year. You know, like it was just
shock value booking. B, what I say?
It was
shock value booking.
Right. Now, it was just shock value just for a pop.
Now what's the plan?
Well, here's my thing.
You already see. Hold on, you already see. There's no plan because they just threw in a random triple threat. Now she's intertwined in that fucking universe between Rhea Ripley and Io Scott. Now she's stuck.
Well, here's the other thing. What about Jade? Now she's fighting Tiffany for the women's title. Is she gonna beat Tiffany now?
Yeah, because Jade's not ready at all. She's not ready at all. And then another thing too, another reason why like is stupid. When you compare the roster, the Raw roster and the SmackDown roster, there's more stars on Raw than SmackDown. So if she cashed in on SmackDown, she was more likely going to have a longer time to cook. But Raw's got Becky, it's got Rhea, it's got Io, it's got Asuka, it's got the Stephanie chick that's on the rise. It's like, you expect me to believe Naomi's going to have a long run with all those girls? Like,
keep in mind, Stephanie has got a title shot after SummerSlam. So, and I thought that they were going to go in the direction of Stephanie versus Io and spin the block on that. You talk about spinning the block. They had a match the night after Mania that ended in a no contest.
But I know why he did it. Really,
I'm not mad. I'm interested to see the Stephanie Valkyrie match against Naomi. That'll be something.
Yeah, we all know how good Naomi is. Like that's not a doubt at all. Like we all know how good he is, how good she is. It's just I still think that she cashed in on the wrong title. I know TKO feels the same, and I just feel like
it was a moment. But we used to it because we stay dissecting this shit. It's like, it's a good moment. We know how Triple H books when it comes to shock value. Right. But what's the plan? And it's like you didn't have to go there with it. And the only reason you did this shit is because Hangman beat Mox.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that because you want people talking Monday about Naomi cashing in, not about AEW's All In. So that was the lasting moment of the weekend.
Right.
Pettiness is WWE.
Because we had the whole story. We had the whole story booked out. Because I know sometimes people on social media will complain, but then they won't give like, "Oh, what would you do better?" Like we booked the whole thing out. We
always be booking this shit. This shit light.
Right. Yep. Our story was basically this: Jade faces Tiffany at SummerSlam. Jade beats
Naomi
Tiffany.
Cashes it. Naomi cashes in right there.
Right. Either Jade beats Tiffany or Naomi cashes in. Either way, the match would end with Naomi as the champion. So then Jade would be like, well, I beat you twice because she beat her at WrestleMania and then she beat her at Money in the Bank. So Jade is like, I wanted my rematch, or not rematch, but, I want my match. But then that's where Bianca can come in, where Bianca can be like, listen, I haven't had the title picture since Mania. You just don't jump through me. You got to. So basically, it's like that's how you set up Jade and Bianca, and so it's like they got to feud with each other to see who faces Naomi, and then Naomi can just be like, "Yo, I don't really give a fuck. You two can kill each other." Like basically, just like a three-way feud between Naomi, Jade, and Bianca. And if you play your cards right, this could literally like go like the rest of this year. You know, it could even go as far as Mania. Like, you know, it could just be like a 3-way feud. And I know WWE loves their statistics. You know, they did have a tag match a couple of years ago. I forgot who they fought. It was a 6-woman match. But if you milked it to Mania, it could have been like the first 3-way in Mania history where, oh, 3 people that team together are now facing each other for a title. And they're black, which Triple H would have loved to use because people could be like, oh, see,
Yeah,
I am
it's like
using black folks.
right, but I think the only time they did that was with the Shield. The Shield they did
Yeah.
that for the WWE Championship.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just weird because like Naomi has
But
to
when it comes
interact
to
with
black
any-
women, no, they never did that. When it comes to like 3 black women
Right.
chasing
Yeah.
the women's championship, no, that'll be a first.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah,
be
but it's just
perfect.
weird because Naomi hasn't interacted with any of these girls on Raw. It's like you're playing a game and then a DLC from a different game downloads into the game you're playing.
Here
It's like
comes
you're
a new
playing
challenger.
right. That's what it was.
Oh my gosh.
But let's get up out of here, though, B. It's about that time.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely try to stay cool, y'all. It's
Oh my
brutal
God.
out here.
Yeah.
Dude, I just shaved like 2 hours ago. I got a 5 o'clock shadow back. Jeez.
Man.
Yeah.
Wolfman Jack over there.
Wolfman Jack. Full moon.
Yeah, man. Friday, you already know the vibes. We're gonna pull up for that. Saturday, can't wait. I'm going to the studio working on this new project, my damn self. So
Nice.
You getting
Yeah.
flooding over there, Sandman, or no, man? This flooding's ridiculous over here. Holy crap.
Actually, no. I just been
Oh,
getting like
New York City, freaking Boston, freaking Texas. I mean,
I heard
it's
about
over.
I heard about this shit in Texas.
Yeah,
It's
I'm like
mostly-
cutting Warrior promos here. Exit stage left, exit stage right, man. There's nowhere to run.
It's mostly humidity up here in New York, but
Yeah.
They said
You got some flooding too in the Bronx the other day. I saw.
It's
Some
always
flood in the Bronx.
It's always flooding in the Bronx.
it's around the 2 train line that's always be flooding.
You got to clean out that shit and piss and rats in New York.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, Philadelphia got it worse than me, and they got
Good.
stacks.
Fuck Philly. I hate Philly. Fuck them.
The Christians sitting there saying that, oh, this is the end times. Y'all gotta read y'all Bible.
Oh God.
Read the Bible right now.
It's like New York. It's like New York and Philly are in a competition to see who's got the worst mayor.
Shit. Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah,
American League tied it up 6-6 All-Star game. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, before we get up out of here, man. So you know this goofball Drake out here trying to start an international war.
I heard he just got kicked out of the UK. I don't know if that's
he needs it. Drop kick him too. Fuck. Yeah, sit there and say UK rappers are the best in the world. No. Yeah, what? Like, even y'all can laugh at that shit. Like
UK, they don't even have any teeth.
Jesus. UK rappers.
British. Get the fuck out of here.
I can't take UK chicks seriously because they just use the term shag casually. Would you like to shag tonight, darling? You want to shag?
Yeah. Yeah, go smoke a fag. There you go. Fucking UK.
This dude, whose name Skepta, he trying to come at this dude, Jordan Lucas. I know you guys probably don't know about Jordan Lucas, but I know my dude.
Yeah.
Know about.
Yeah, Jordan Lucas murdered this dude.
And these fuckers drive on the wrong side of the road. Fuck them.
And Skepta, that dude, he's actually not bad, but it's like you trying to come, you playing games.
It's like these are weird beefs coming out of nowhere. Jordan Lucas and Skepta, fucking Nicki Minaj is beefing with SZA now. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what is happening right now?
Hip hop is tasting blood.
I mean, I mean, it's pretty entertaining, but Jesus, it's like it's happening out of nowhere. Like
Jim Jones want to battle somebody. Like nobody don't want to battle Jim Jones. Like yo, somebody please battle Jim Jones. All he want is a battle. Why people? It's like You see this dude, my dude, Audacious Prince, CKO. He's like, yo, why is motherfuckers ducking this dude Jim Jones? Like, I'm starting to agree with him. Niggas really ducking Jim Jones.
Because nobody takes him seriously. That's why.
But it's like, hey, it's like, come on though. Like nobody want to battle Jim Jones. He want the smoke.
Wasn't it Jim Jones a Kool-Aid guy back in the day?
Damn.
I ain't fuck with that dude.
This dude's a mess. Yeah, man, but that's what's going on right now when it comes to hip hop. This dude Drake out here instigating, saying the UK rappers are the best in the world.
Oh,
and it's like,
wow! Imagine being
people
so
just say that just to get attention too. You got to remember too, just to get attention.
Imagine being so butthurt you go to a different country. That's funny.
Yeah, he's really that mad over this battle. Like he's doing the
matter of fact. Didn't What's Her Face do that? Didn't What's Her Face do that? Amber Heard, the one that tried to set up Johnny Depp. Yep, she did. She got the fuck out of there. She was a laughing stock, so she just went to. Yeah, that's what people do when they get figured out. I noticed that about celebrities.
Fuck that bitch. And bitches like her. Like bitches like that, they don't get no damn respect. They will sit here and abuse you and then play victim and get you fucking jammed up and to do decades. Like you don't play with people's life like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get up out of here and all that. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate the new subs. For the new subs out there, we go live every Tuesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes 9:30, but we be here though.
Download my new EP, Afro and B. It's out now.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Ballet was goody. You know what I'm saying? We about to shut it down. Seafood, my dude Blaze. Black Star, of course. My dude Dynasty, Anubis, King Leo. Salute, my dude RB. Henny God. I appreciate all of y'all, B. You already know. You have a good night. See y'all on Friday. Don't be a twerp and sub if you haven't.
Well, the first thing you gotta realize, brother, is this right here is the future of wrestling. You can call this the new world order of wrestling, brother.
What's good, brother? Hollywood's famous groupie said my party is amazing. So drunk, pissing in the face basin. Every bitch in the party's not basic. NWO on those hoes. They want a good time or something in they nose. These foes we chose catching elbows. The wolf packs stay connected like Velcro. Strikes and blows, got your blood exposed. Take a shot of propane, turn beast mode. Weapons in the cabinet, stay immaculate. Bulldoze challenges, cause I'm not having it. Brother, for the obstacle, popping you an arsenal. Turn you to particles, rated in the article. Rockstar lit, four licks on tits. Equipped with hits, leg drop this bitch. Brother, silverback a rap or call me Hollywood. Throwing up the wolf pack for Hollywood. Fucking Indian bitches from Bollywood. International, but I'm Hollywood. Silverback of rap or Hollywood. Brother, throwing up the wolf pack for Hollywood. Fucking Indian bitches from Bollywood. International, but I'm Hollywood. Army strikes with gorillas that snipe. Catch you in the windpipe with a spike lead pipe. Big boot hit tooth, here comes the finish. Win then celebrate with your bitches. They love that I'm manly. Melt those panties and these pansies. Ripped and stampedes. Caught in the tug of war with the god of war. Crack both kneecaps with the figure four. Then we'll jump you. What you're gonna do? Body slam giants, cause I'm immortal. $1 million parties, cause I'll afford to. Private jets, because I love the best. Slaughter the sergeant with no sweat. Got a match coming up, place your best. Global grind, I takes no rest. I'ma be Hollywood till my death, brother. Silverback a rap or call me Hollywood. Throwing up the wolf pack for Hollywood. Fucking Indian bitches from Bollywood. International, but I'm Hollywood. Silverback a rap or Hollywood. Throwing up the wolf pack for Hollywood. Fucking Indian bitches from Bollywood. International, but